Hey boys and girls, Miss Simmons here. So today we're going to talk more about digraphs, and you guys already know about digraphs. You probably remember a lot of the work that we've already done. So we're going to mostly review today, but we do have a learning target, and here it is. I can read words with digraphs fluently. And that word fluently means just with ease, like I don't have to think about it, I just know it. So I'm going to show you something. I have a couple of shapes here. I have a triangle and a rectangle, or a square. So a triangle and a square, and they're great shapes, but watch what happens when I put them together. They become something new altogether. They become a house, right? That is a lot like our digraphs. On their own, they're great letters, S and H. They say S and H. But when you put them together like this, just like when we put the triangle and the square together, becomes something new. When you put it together, it becomes sh, like shh. So let's go ahead and review the other digraphs we've learned. We've got SH and it says shh, or like ship. We've got CH that says ch, like chin. We've got TH, and TH actually has two different sounds. There's a voiced sound and an unvoiced sound. So let's talk about those. The voiced sound is gonna sound like this. Th. Words like then, this. And then there's an unvoiced sound, and it sounds like this. Th, like thumb or think. So there's two different sounds for TH. Both are very important. And then there's WH. WH says w, very similar to just a W. It sort of has a little bit of a breath, w, like whistle. Okay, now I'm gonna take these digraphs, and we're gonna move it over here, and we're gonna do some reading practice, just like we used to do in class. So you guys, please follow along with me from home, okay? So we're gonna read the onset, then the rhyme, and then we'll blend the whole word together. So here we go. W, amp, wamp. Not a real word. V, ip, vip. So I just read that with the voiced TH sound. V, vip. Let's try it again with the unvoiced TH sound. Th, ip, thip. Still not a real word, but it was cool. Ch, en, chen. Not a real word. Very similar to chin, chin, but that would be an I sound. Okay, next one. G, ak. Now this one, we didn't actually talk about this, but this is one of our digraphs that we've learned as well. This always comes at the end of a word. CK comes at the end of a word following a short vowel sound. So this is g, ak, gak. Not a real word. Sh, end, shend. Not a real word. Okay, I'm gonna mix these up really quick and we're gonna do it one more time. Also, one other thing I wanted to mention is that WH only comes at the beginning of a word. You won't see that in the middle of a word or at the end of a word. So WH is just at the beginning. Let's go ahead and try blending the onset, rhyme, and then together. G, amp, gamp. Not a real word. W, ip, whip. Yes, that's a real word. Like I'm going to whip cream and it becomes whipped cream. Sh, en, shen. Not a real word. V, ak, vac. That was the voiced sound. Are you ready for the unvoiced sound? Maybe you guys can be ahead of me. Th, ak, thack. Still not a real word. Ch, end, chend. Not a real word. We didn't make a lot of real words today, but we did some good practice. Now next, my friends, what I'd like you to do is if you need to pause the video, please do that now. What I need for you to do is get your whiteboard that we sent home with you in your packets and a dry erase marker. So go ahead and push pause on the video if you need to. We're gonna practice some chaining. Okay, you back? Awesome. So boys and girls, chaining is when we start with a word, kind of a simpler word usually, and we make one little change to it to become a new word. So here we go. I want you to write the word nut. So thinking about that, nut, nut, nut. Does yours look like mine? I bet it does. Okay, now I want you to change nut to shut. What needs to change? This. Change nut to shut. See how we did that? The end stayed the same. The rhyme stayed the same that time. We just had to change the onset. Now I want you to change shut to shun. So thinking about that, that digraph stays the same. Ooh. Our ending sound changes. Shun, shun. Now change shun to run. Think about which one changes, what stays the same. Shun becomes run. See how we did that? Okay, now change run to rush. Like I'm gonna rush over there. Rush. Rush. There's my digraph again, that SH digraph. Friends, if I'm going too fast for you, you can pause it at any moment and then just push play again when you're ready, okay? You don't have to rush through it with me. Ha ha ha. Rush, you get it? All right, now change rush to rash. Stays the same. Ash, ash. I know what changes. Ash, rash. Okay, now change rash to mash. Mash. Ash, mash. Okay, we're almost done. We're gonna do 3 more. Please change mash to mush. 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 Oops, I accidentally erased a little bit of my S and my M, but I can fix it. There's mush. Now change mush to lush. It's a beautiful lush garden. Lush. Lush. And last one, change lush to plush. That's a tricky one. That one has a consonant blend in it. Plush. There we go. Plush. So boys and girls, I hope that you had some fun with me reading these new words and chaining some other words. I hope that you're feeling more confident about reading digraphs more fluently. And the activity that you'll do next is in Seesaw, and you are going to be a digraph detective. I hope you like it. Mwah.